flex. Yeah, Da Vinci on my collar and these BBs on my neck. Yeah, I'm finna pop a bean and the Molly just to sweat. All this Henny in my system got me saying no regrets, yeah.
Okay, so the camshaft position sensors just came in. About to get these installed. See what's up. Camshaft position sensors. Alright, so we're gonna start off by removing the terminals. So I already took off the negative, and now I'm gonna take off the positive terminal. Alright, we now got that off. Alright, this is a camshaft position sensor. Take off this bolt right here. It's kind of tough to get it in there. You kind of gotta turn through all this. It's literally a clip right here. They just push it in, you unplug it. There you go. It's unplugged. They just pull it out now. It should come right out. There you go. This is one of the camshaft position sensors. It has a lot of oil on it, which it probably shouldn't. So for sure this is bad. Here's the new one. It's literally plug and play. Plug it back in there. There you go, that one should be good. So for this side, you want to take out the intake if it gets in the way. So this is off. Forget. Yeah, I hit my nose there. No.
You need to put oil in it so it can turn red again.
I know it's okay. I'll just buy new. I'll give it to you. Like I'm like coolant. One of my hoses, I need to buy a new clamp right here. The clamp right here is bad. Yeah, I have changed the belt. I changed it like 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yo, look, we need to change those.
I know. Alright, so now the next one. It's right about right there. Right next to the green one. Same exact thing as the other one. You just unbolt your ears, a 10mm. And you pop off the clip. So the clip is now out. I just unbolt it. Yeah, it should be good. Alright, so I got the new camshaft position sensor for the driver's side over here. Easy plug and play. And just put the 10mm bolt right in there. To screw it in, you plug it back in. Okay, so now I got those first 2 done. And the last crankshaft position sensor is down here. The oil pan. I do have a coolant leak, so I gotta fix that right here. Just the hose, the clamp hose is a little weak. Gotta get a new one. So the crankshaft position sensor is right here underneath this shroud. What you wanna do is just unbolt it. Little 10mm right here. Alright, so now the shroud is out. The crankshaft position sensor will be located right here. This is the crankshaft sensor, the lower one. Look, looks bad, huh? This is the bottom, is the crankshaft thing. Crankshaft one is out. The new crankshaft crankshaft one going in. It should be good. The crankshaft position sensor is now in. So these should be good. Right now, just that the battery's dead. But about to jump start it from the power of this truck. So yeah, I'm just giving it a jump start. And hopefully this works. Hopefully this is the last thing I need. And the Z will be up and running again. This should work, this should work. So now we're about to see if it turns on. Kind of scared, bro. Yes. Hopefully this turns on right now. Yeah. Damn. Yo, you ran into a little problem, bruh. There's a roach just booming right here. What's up, G?
You kill that fool, bro?
Nah, bruh, let him live.
That's little grass.
Ah!
You got wings, bro?
Come here, he has wings? Come here, bruh.
You got wings?
Ah! Yeah, so we got a problem. The crankshaft position sensor that I installed last night. I mean, it snapped a little bit and it didn't really work. I mean, it was only $20, so that's why. But as you guys saw in the last clip, like the car turns on now. It just kind of like idles pretty bad, just like do, 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 do. When we give it gas, it just like dies out. So that's pretty good progress because before it wouldn't even turn on at all. But I went to AutoZone and I picked up a new crankshaft position sensor, which was, I think this one ran me about $50. So this one should be good, and it probably should turn on once I install this. But yeah, now I'm about to jack up the car again and then swap out the sensor. And hopefully after this it turns on straight up. I'm gonna have to jump start it from the get power from the EK because battery's dead. I'm gonna need to buy a new battery for sure. So new battery. Still gotta do the oil change. Some cooling because I got a coolant leak when the hoses was pretty loose. But after this, nothing crazy, nothing major. So yeah. Alright, so here's the new crankshaft position sensor. So the lower one for the crankshaft, this is the crankshaft position sensor. And then the other two I did on top were the camshaft position sensors. But this is the most important one, which is the crankshaft. This is what allows the, I guess the gas and everything to run through the car. It gives it power basically. And since the other one was bad and it was kind of broken, it was only 20 bucks. That's why I was able to turn on, but didn't have enough power to like keep the car running like when you give it gas. So I install this. Hopefully it'll turn on. Hopefully we get it running. Hopefully we're good. Alright, so here it is. I'm just gonna take this bolt off right here, unplug this, and swap it out, and we should be good. Alright, we got that out. There you go. Here's the bad crankshaft position sensor. So replacing this one with the better one. This should be the better one. Perfect fit. You screw the 10mm bolt back in there. And then plug it in and everything should be good. There you go. Now we can try to turn the car and see if it'll work, but I do have to jump start it with EK. It should be good. Hopefully it turns on now. All I'm gonna do now is just push the Z back enough to where it reaches the EK. Give it a little jump start, and we'll see if it finally turns on after 2 months. Finally gets revived. So now the EKs are here, about to pop the hood, swap it out on Roze side. Bro, you're gonna smack the door, bro, watch out. All right, we should be good for this mouth-to-mouth CPR. All right, about to hop in the Z now, see if it turns on. But let it rip. Let it rip. So that didn't work out. The crankshaft position sensor didn't work. Like, literally the only thing that it could possibly be now is the fuel pump. And I know that's the thing I said at first, because at first my ECU had gone out, which didn't allow the fuel pump to turn on. So I swapped out the fuel pump and the ECU. Now the ECU turns on, the car turns on, but it's not giving enough fuel throughout the engine. So the car turns on, but it turns off. Either the fuel pump was not installed right, or I did something wrong in the fuel pump. Because now it turns on, but the fuel pump doesn't like spread through the motor properly. So what I'm about to do right now is I got starter fluid. I'll put starter fluid in the throttle body and see if that could get it to turn on. And if it is, then you know what's up. So yeah. Turned on. Alright, so the problem with the Z was that the fuel pump wasn't working again. It originally was the ECU, but I got that fixed, and now the chill, bro. I'm about to go buy another fuel pump assembly because the fuel pump assembly went bad. So I'm on my way right now. I just picked up some battery acid so I could charge my battery. I got a radiator hose clamp so I can fix my coolant leak. I already have coolant. And then that's pretty much it. So just my fuel pump assembly is the thing that's going bad. And once I get that fixed, we should be good. Local racers pull up to AutoZone. Yeah, bro. So I just picked up the fuel pump. Literally, this is the last thing I need. After this, gotta install this fuel pump real quick. Put the radiator clamp on, some coolant in, and it should be good to turn on. I'm gonna do the oil change, but I'm gonna let the car run for a little bit since the oil has been sitting for like 2 months, 2.5 months actually. So I'm gonna let that run through the engine for a little bit. I'll probably do the oil change in a few days. But yes sir. I said I'm gonna swap out the new fuel pump assembly from the old one, and then we'll see what's up. Alright, y'all. So the problem was the fuel pump assembly wasn't working. So that was swapped out, and now it turns on perfectly. The only thing that I had left was the battery. I just had to buy a new battery, so I did that. It was working so fine, and then just the ignition coils, 2 of them were bad, but I had spare ones. So those are swapped out, and then now the car works perfectly, like normal. So here are the keys. As you guys can hear, it's on. Yes, sir. The Z's finally back up and running. All right, thank you very much for watching this process of me struggling to turn it on. But yeah, peace out.